Alright, we are on the draw with Rug Delver. This hand is sadly not a keep. We do not have access to blue mana, we don't have Traverse, we can cast 2 spells. If burn spells are bad, we will probably get demolished. We could actually cast a third thanks to this shoal, but it's not good enough to make me want to keep that. Look at this hand. This hand is actually good. We're going to keep Scry 1, Stomping Ground. Bottom it, bottom it. And let's see what our opponent is up to. Looks like turn 1 Delver, Sacred Foundry. Are we playing against Burn? Sacred Foundry tapped. Probably a Jeskai control deck. Spell Snare makes me almost not want to play Mana Leak. Almost. Very, very close. Given though that they played Sacred Foundry tapped, I'm assuming we're playing against some sort of control deck, which makes that a lot less relevant. Then again, maybe we want to hold on to Delver until next turn when we can protect it with either of these 1 CMC counterspells. So maybe we actually just go Foothills Go instead of Foothills, Fetch, Steam Vents. Yeah, I think I'd rather do that. It also gives us the benefit of the off chance that our opponent is on some sort of aggro deck. We can snare their 2-drop. Are they actually on some sort of aggro deck? Clifftop Retreat. Chalice on 1. We're playing against White-Red Prison, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Let's get a Steam Vents. We're gonna pay Shock. Question is, Denial or Snare? Denial is better against Path. Snare is better against, actually a lot of their removal. I don't think this deck plays many Path. Let's pay blue. If they have Simian Spirit Guide, what are you going to do, I guess? So maybe that's a consideration for actually using the Snare there. Just in case. Oh, yeah. I think I'd rather play 2 Delvers than go Delver, hold up Snare in this spot. Especially since Chalice of the Void is a lot less scary when you have 2 Delvers beating down. Over to our opponent we shall go. I believe White-Red Prison tends to not run Path and Bolt so that it doesn't get hurt by its own. Chalice of the Voids, it runs Lightning Helix almost certainly. It's been a while. It runs a lot of subpar 2 CMC removal so that it can circumvent the whole counter your own spells with your Chalice deal. We're unfortunately not going to reveal Misty Rainforest. I'd rather not reveal it than reveal it, so I guess it's not that unfortunate. We're going to get in there for 2, play the Misty, hold up some counters, and I think we're in good shape here. Now, if we had decided to play the Delver instead of holding up the interaction, they probably still Chalice on 2. Sorry, Chalice on 1, costing 2. We're not going to fetch here because Delver Scry with 2 Delvers is really good. Also, our life total is under literal 0 duress, besides us fetching and shocking. Let's reveal it twice. We have a 3-turn clock. I plan to use it. We also probably are going to end up getting an island off of this. Let's snare that. Or do we Mana Leak? No, we're going to snare. We should save Mana Leak for Planeswalkers. Red-White Prisons, common win cons, I believe, are the likes of Nahiri, a Johnny Vengeant, those kinds of dudes. So I think we want to keep the Mana Leak in hand. I almost called it Sun and Moon. Red-White Prison is sometimes known as Sun and Moon because Sun for the white mana symbol and Moon for Blood Moon, I believe, is the shtick. We're not going to fetch here so that we keep Mana Leak mana up just in case. We might fetch here just so we can cast Serum Visions, but it's really not relevant. We could Leak plus Denial instead. I think I'd rather have that. Our opponent is going to die probably with roughly 7 cards in their hand. Blessed Alliance, that's going to be denialed. If they have Simian Spirit Guide, what are you going to do? We probably end up Mana Leaking it in that case. And like I said before, Mana Leak is just much more valuable than Stubborn Denial to me right now. So I'd rather hold on to that. They found the Gemstone Caverns, which only sees play in unfair decks. Here is an Anger of the Gods. Oh, can't do that yet. We gotta fetch. Did not realize they played Anger of the Gods. Mana Leak hits the stack. Anger should be leaving shortly. That's a scoop. And let's see what we're going to do. I'm going to crack open MTG Goldfish real quick. That's Kiki Cord. Do we have Prison? White-Red Prison. There we go. One deck, 0.2% of the meta. Better than Rug Delver's doing as far as meta goes, so I have nothing to say. Blessed Alliance, Anger of the Gods. Seems about right. I did not realize they usually play Ensnaring Bridge. Given that it's only one list, the percentage breakdown here isn't going to do us any good. It's all going to be this, so this is the only information we have. This obviously isn't going to be their list exactly, or rather it won't necessarily be, but it should inform a decent number of our sideboard choices. For example, I have been my belief that they don't run Path or Bolt has been reaffirmed. Instead, they run the likes of Blessed Alliance, Anger, and Wrath of God, Nevermore, O-Ring, Stasis Snare. Less efficient removal so that they can get around their own Chalice. We can expect Rest in Peace for sure. More Nevermore, sure. Leyline, alright. This is another matchup that's uncommon enough that I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. I planned for the most common matchups and then a couple that are a little less common. Or rather, I just happened to do those and then realized they were 9th and 10th? No. 13th and 14th, as opposed to within the top 12. We should sideboard, given that we only have a minute and 20 seconds left. Huntmaster seems pretty good. Revelry seems great. Do I want Reveler? I don't think so. Blood Moon looks pretty bad against this deck. Ancient Grudge? How many artifacts did you say, Mr. Goldfish? Chalice, Ensnare. It's a Chalice deck. Why am I even questioning bringing in Ancient Grudge? Entrancing Melody seems awful. Flash Freeze counters quite a few of their spells. Rejection does as well, actually. We're going to have to sideboard quickly. I'm doing too much studying. Defense Grid is actually pretty good against us. Yeah, Defense Grid is very good against us. I think we want the Rejections. And I might want the Mountain. I want at least 7 cards here. What are we boarding out? Shoal is awful. 1 Mandrels probably. Knuckle Blade's a little mana intensive. Dismember's bad. Vapor Snag's bad. Let's cut at least 1 Traverse. Then again, they're playing Blood Moon. Let's see. A number of Lightning Bolt effects. We're going to want at least some Lightning Bolt effects. Just because maybe we keep Traverse to help with combating their Blood Moons. We want some bolts just so we can go face and deal with Planeswalkers. But on the other hand, besides that, Bolt is going to be quite useless. And it's going to be super dead if the opponent has the likes of... We'll keep this hand. This hand is pretty good. I like it quite a bit. Bolt is going to be really bad if they have Leyline of Sanctity in their opener. We're going to start on Flooded Strand, like I said the last time I had it in my opener. If I have Flooded Strand in the opener and I can start with it, usually I want to get it out of there. I don't want to have a Flooded Strand stuck in my hand and then be forced to fetch suboptimally because I didn't plan around it. We probably just get a basic island here. Thought Scour myself. Pay blue. 3 card types, which means Goyf won't be so bad. We do have a 3/4. We can do that instead of... we can play Goyf instead of holding up mana, which isn't necessarily good. I think we actually want to take it slow because of that Stubborn Denial. If our opponent resolves something like a Nevermore... No, not Nevermore. Stasis Snare or Oblivion Stone after we tap out, get rid of our Goyf, and we don't have any other action, I'm going to be pretty upset. So I think we're going to slow down, relax, Mana Leak this. It's a Blood Moon. Do I even care? I'm going to get a basic Forest. Mana Leaking this, I got the island. Oh my lord. I'm a failure. Now we're definitely mana leaking this. I'm just going to apologize right here if I completely compromise the integrity of this match by not looking at what I click. To be fair, that's Wizard's fault for not making that window bigger. So, like, not on me, blame them. But I apologize, that was my bad. We have plenty of blue mana, though, which the opponent should fear. And we could always traverse for the forest, which feels really bad, but we might actually do it. 4 mana here. Nahiri? Nahiri. We're going to denial that. I don't think we're going to send out the second Tarmogoyf just yet. Oh, that traverse makes me pretty happy to use one of the traverses here to get a forest. Just in case they do have a Blood Moon. Let's grab the forest. Next turn we can traverse for... Ooh, is that a 6/7 now? Look at that. That's a mighty large Goyf. Next turn we can traverse for a basic mountain if I am so inclined. Or maybe we'll just traverse for a threat right now. We can't resolve Huntmaster due to... Well, to be fair, no, I would have the forest instead of the island. We should be able to resolve Huntmaster here. We can't because I suck. Do we traverse for a threat? I don't think so. I'm okay with this. I'm just gonna pass. I think I'd rather have the option to traverse out a specific threat that I want. Clifftop Retreat enters just fine. 3 mana, 4 mana. Nahiri. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that resolves. Goyf is going to be exiled shortly. Yup. So maybe we do actually just traverse out a red source here so we can bolt and finish off Nahiri. Get there. Get there. I will shock. Bolt. Your face. Pay red. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Yes. That was satisfying. Do I want to traverse out a Goyf? Or we traverse out a Snapcaster Mage. Get that snap denial? That sweet, sweet... I messed up again. Actually, did I? If I'm getting a Goyf, I think we slam this Goyf. As is, I actually might just let them have a turn to do whatever they want. If they have another Nahiri, that's going to put us in a bad spot. But if they have Wrath of God sitting in their hand, I'd rather have Snapcaster Mage available before we play the Goyf. Was traversing there a misplay? Maybe we shouldn't have traversed there at all. If we don't traverse there, we have 4 mana up, we play the Goyf. That's kind of bad too, though. So we may as well traverse. If we're going to play the Goyf, I think we may as well traverse. If we don't play... If we play Goyf, we traverse. But do we want to play Goyf? Notably, if we don't want to play Goyf, we probably traverse as well. Just to use our mana, and we may as well do it. Do we play Goyf? If we play Goyf, we don't have another threat. And if that one dies, we could be in trouble. Snapcaster Mage is going to take a very long time to get there. The thing is, we don't have Snap Mana Leak mana. So, if they resolve a Nahiri, we could be in bad shape. Do I expect them to have a third Nahiri or the first Wrath? I'm going to play around Wrath instead. We're going to pass. See what happens. Hopefully something good. Snapcaster Mage and Forest we've revealed to the opponent off of Traverse. We actually could Snap Traverse. Snap Traverse out of Goyf? How interesting is that? I think I'd rather have Snap Denial. We did a lot of thinking that turn. Pretty deep in the tank. Our opponent is hitting quite a few land drops. Fortunately, we totally don't care about Blood Moon on this board. They didn't have Nahiri number 3. Fantastic. And we top decked the Goyf we theoretically would have traversed out. It's a good day to be Rug Delver. Kind of like Good Day to Die Hard, which, by the way, spoiler alert, was a pretty bad movie. Given that it had the name Die Hard on it, yeah, not a fan. Let's see what the opponent's up to. They hit their 7th land drop, which means they can Oblivion Ring plus Wrath, which is definitely relevant. Here's Wrath. We're going to go for the counter. Denial is in the graveyard. Okay, I wanted to triple check because that's pretty relevant. Let's target this little guy right here. Another thing that would be handy if it was bigger. Yep. Wait for it. Priority for us. Denial. Wrath. Blue. Who needs regeneration when you have counter spells? Anyone go... Oh, they don't realize... Oh, they just wanted to Helix. Okay. I thought they were trying to pay for Denial. I was going to say, they don't realize. Do I want to play the 6th land? I definitely want to swing for 6. Do we play around another Wrath? No? I want to say we just play Goyf, have lethal, and play around them having something to deal with a threat. I think that's better. We may as well keep the Steam Vents in hand, I think. We have pretty much no use for that mana. What are the chances we need... Oh, the opponent conceded. They conceded. MTGO updated. Look at that. Treasure chest. Oh, you can zoom in on the treasure chest. That's neat. And 120 play points. That, ladies and gentlemen, is our entry fee. We just won a treasure chest, 3-2ing, a 60% win rate in a competitive modern league with Rug Delver. Let's take one last look at the deck before we end off this video. I haven't viewed the collection since turning on MTGO, so it is a little slow. Modern, Rug Delver, let's just take in the glory. That's as high as it goes. Well, that's annoying. I hate how it sorts things. Let's just see if we can make it a little easier to see. There it is, in all its glory, Rug Delver. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it close to as much as I did. I had a good time in our first ever league, even though the first video got canned, which was... It was an exciting match. Blue-Red Breach does remind me quite a bit of Twin, so that was fun. Having it as the first league, the first match in the first league. Plus, I haven't played against it before that, so that was really cool. And then winning the first match was pretty fantastic. Anyways, we came out alive. Thanks again, everyone, and I hope to see you in the next league, which definitely won't be right away, because I can't just play 10 matches of Magic on any given day. If I could, oh, if only, if only. Bye, guys.